But before I moved to Vegas, ghetto, we lived in Iowa. And people always ask me, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Iowa, the Hawkeye State. I was like, who would name a state after the eyeball of an endangered species? And with the first settlers like, hello, majestic hawk. I shall call this state the Hawkeye State. Yeah, people were stupid back then. But, and it's hard because it's hard taking this because the other day it was like, I found out Iowa's the worst state to live in. I was like, fuck you, Town and Country magazine. Like, you have no clout, you have no horoscopes, you have no celebs without makeup, you know. Where does your credentials come from? You have none. But it did say it was the best place to raise kids. Yeah, I feel like, you know, weren't scared of Children of the Corn. Even scary, hairy, biker type dudes wouldn't live in Iowa. Or like, wives like, come on, honey, let's move to Iowa. We can raise our kids and live in bliss in the cornfields. He's like, hell no. I didn't get my throat slit by a goddamn 4-year-old. Shit. I'd rather take my chances in Detroit. Watching TV though, it's like I'm getting tired of this overuse of the word extreme. I mean, it's just like extreme essentially is the the guy down the street who has a Ford pickup truck and he always has dirt bikes in the back of his truck. I mean, that's not extreme. Like skateboarding, snowboarding, that's not extreme. I mean, how about bullfighting? I mean, any sport where there's a ton of meat and bones charging at your ass, like you're carrying around a fresh plate of baked brownies at a fat camp, that's extreme. I mean, when you have a Mini Cooper with grapefruit-sized testicles charging at your ass, that's extremely sporty, or an extreme sport. But basically, it's like everything has extreme attached to it if it wants to catch the extreme crowd. It's like they even have like extreme gum. It's like, what do they have, a little piece of crack in the middle? Like, shit's extreme. But it's kind of sad. I could tell my mom, you know, she's getting up there in age because her memory's going. I mean, it took her about a half an hour and had to track through every name on the family tree before she got to mine when she was trying to address me. She's like, Dan or Jim or Mel or Bob or, wait, we don't have a Bob. Justin, that's the ticket. Justin Johnson, Justin Farmer, Mom, okay? You have the same last name, jeez. But another thing that sucks is, I mean, if you're still living with your parents and they're getting older, it's like, you can't have the same treats you had when you were a kid. It's like, instead of grapes, they got prunes now, and you can't have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You have to have like a peanut butter and marmalade sandwich. I don't get it. I mean, what's wrong with jelly? Why do we have to have preserves? Does it help with preserving your body because you're getting older? But I don't really like to talk about old people. It's kind of messed up. But one thing is the whole handicap idea. I'm not against handicapped people, but I can't stand seeing these people park in the handicap spot with their handicap placards, and they get out the car and they're just skipping to the front. Hey, I'm handicapped. I mean, just because your grandma's handicapped and you borrowed her car to go to the store doesn't mean you're handicapped. Okay, you're fine. I mean, if you're mentally handicapped, you shouldn't be driving anyway. And it's like, it even says on the handicap placard, do not leave in your rear view mirror when driving. I mean, it's not like a handicap placard is fuzzy dice or a pine scented. It's not an air freshener. It's a symbol to show that you have trouble walking a long distance to the entrance to the store. It's just sad that the government actually had to make a law to make stores actually have to have handicapped spots, because people who have no trouble walking couldn't be courteous enough to park a few spots down so that people who have trouble getting in the store can park closer. No, they have to legislate, they have to mandate that in Congress. I mean, I don't care. I'd rather park far away. I'm like Clark Griswold, you know. Last one in the parking lot, first one out. You get out quicker, it's easier. Plus you get exercise walking to the store. I can't stand those people driving around in circles in the parking lot, like with a telescope and binoculars. Look, there's an open spot. Get it! Go, honey, go, get it! I ain't walking fucking 20 feet to the front of the store. Screw that. It's just crazy how lazy people are these days. I mean, myself included, but, you know, I mean, I'm lazy as far as, like, you know, I don't stand up to pee. I'd rather sit down because I'm lazy like that or something. But it seems like it would be better if I did always just sit down and pee, because when I stand up, I always get piss all over the toilet seat and have to wipe it off. It's like, it takes longer to wipe the shit off than just lift up the toilet seat.